Hello and
I'm unmuted.
yes, you are now unmuted. Hello and welcome to another episode here at the Wyrdcast. Today we are going to be playing some more Festival of the Eternal Light, and I'm not going to do that on my own. I am joined here today by my three lovely players. Could you please introduce yourselves? Wrong way. Could you please introduce yourselves? Wombat, please go ahead.
Yeah, I am Wombat and I play Tempest, the Ergenasi wizard with a slightly dramatic flair.
I'm Luna, I'm playing Sunny the Spinning Man, the human rogue.
And I am Vaughn. I am playing Lord Cyril Humbldenshire, the High Elf Bard.
And my name is Emerald and I will be your dungeon mistress for today. As always, if you are in chat and if anything is off with the audio leveling, do let us know. We highly recommend that because we can get on it in no time. And with that, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a recap of what happened last session. Last we left off, the players... They woke up in the monarch's manor, a bit confused after having just found the corpse of one of their fellow characters, party members. After a very confusing morning, they discovered a reliquary. They discovered certain artifacts within the monarch's manor, and their intent all seemed to revolve around guiding and protecting the dead. Ultimately, after a couple of more investigations, they discovered that Velvenmorn is not what it seemed. Velvenmorn was not just some idyllic city. Velvenmorn is a place of Passover, and our intrepid heroes are, in fact, dead. They discovered that while the monarch does do some ruling within Velvenmorn, he is not the guiding deity of the realm, but that is in fact the task of the shepherd, a very unassuming man in a flat cap with white mutton chops and a lanky figure, who goes through Velvenmorn pretty unnoticed. They discovered that there is a raging threat in the belly of Velvenmorn Keep. As they were trying to investigate the strange goings-on in Velvenmorn, they discovered a gigantic, gargantuan aberration within the walls of the Velvenmorn Basin. Something with hundreds and hundreds of rows of teeth and eyes just sitting, slumbering. And the worst thing is that as soon as they took their eyes off it, they forgot all about its existence. Thanks to some good journaling, they were, however, able to remember the being through their writings, and they are now on a mission to find out what to do with it. Another mission, another investigation track they have been on is to find out why Velvenmorn is backed up with souls. It is busier than it ever has been and ever should have been. Something is deterring or is preventing souls from moving on. They have come across Kalanthar the Satyr, Kalanthar the Emberful, a satyr jester fire breather, who seems to be looking for his lost love, Silith the Moonflower Dryad. They discovered that he was responsible for nicking a part of the artifacts and thus preventing souls from moving on, granting him time to find his lost lover before they passed on. We return to where we last left off. The players were headed to the archives where the shepherd had already gone to try and find any and all info they could on that aberration, that eldritch horror slumbering within the depths of Velvenmorn Keep. But before they could enter, they saw a figure standing. A figure similar to Lord Cyril. A shadow draped in black tendrils smoke, just standing in front of the archives. What would you like to do?
I turn around and look at Cyril. Is he still there?
Am I still there?
You are still there.
Okay. Do you have a shadow twin?
Not to my knowledge, no.
Right.
Is this thing like mimicking my movement, or is it just standing there?
It doesn't seem to be actively mimicking your movement, no. It definitely has your posture. It's sort of idling. It's not static per se, but it is sort of shifting his weight from one feet to the other. And it seems like a perfect copy of you.
Well, that's creepy as shit.
Yeah.
Does he seem to notice us?
Oh, he is staring you down. Can you all make me a wisdom saving throw?
Of course. Well, yeah, that tracks. That would be 1.
Oh.
That's rough.
10.
A 10. And Cyril?
A gentleman's 5.
Wow. All right, that is not a critical fail, but definitely a group fail. The longer you stare at this shadowy figure, the more unease you feel. It smiles. It bares its teeth. And you are washed over with screams. You do not actively remember that thing in the basin. You know about it because of your notes, but you don't remember it. Now you do. You see it clearly. You hear it roaring. You see it open its maw, and you see the hundreds and hundreds of teeth covered in slime and black ichor, and you are filled with dread. You are currently frightened and unable to move towards this creature. It smiles again. It waves to you, like it's taunting you. And as it waves, it shifts, and you see a perfect copy of Tempest. You see leaves across the ground, flying around as a cyclone of wind envelops the figure. A wave of air hits you. You feel dust kicking up, sand in your eyes, and then the figure is gone. And you forget all about the thing in the keep.
Okay. Do we remember what just happened?
You definitely remember the figure, yes. You have just forgotten the monster in the basement, essentially.
Oh, well, I don't like this. Has anyone any idea what that is?
No. I have no idea what that was.
No clue.
Do we know?
You would have no idea inherently. What you could do is you could do a check. You could tell me what you want to discern, what knowledge of yourself you would like to draw upon. You could do like an arcana check, a history check, a perception check, an investigation check to see if you can find any clues around. So however you want to.
For sure try to figure out what type of magic this would be, or what type of magic being, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do a perception check to see if it left any sort of marks behind, footprints.
Yes.
Can I help with that check?
Absolutely. Will you give me a perception check, Cyril, with advantage because of the help action, and will you give me a straight arcana check, Tempest?
Well, I rolled a natural 20 for 30.
Wow. Okay.
I also rolled a nat 20. But
Oh
it's only...
my god.
I went from 1 to a 20. That's insane.
All right. So for your arcana check, you know that there are many spells that are illusory in nature. Many different classes, many different magic users have them. They bear different names. Which one this would specifically be, you would have absolutely no idea of knowing, despite your nat 20. But this is definitely illusory in nature, and it is meant to deter, mostly. You know that had you engaged with it, you probably would have been able to fight it, and it probably would have been able to hurt you. The fact that it didn't attack you tells you that it was definitely meant to just be a warning sign of do not mess with whatever is sending it. For your perception check, you find a black puddle on the ground where it stood. As you trace the puddle, it sort of runs between the cracks of the cobblestone floor, the road, and you see that it goes through a drain in the sidewalk. You know from having walked through Velvenmorn, having been in a keep, that almost all sewage leads to the basin in Velvenmorn Keep. You know it is a collection, and that all washes out in the central river that divides Velvenmorn in two.
Does it seem fey in this type of magic? Is there any correlation, or could this be anything?
No, it doesn't seem fey in nature. No, you wouldn't know that because you've forgotten. You only know some notes, and you wouldn't be able to tell what the monster is currently. But behind you, or not behind you, in front of you, behind where this being was, is the archives. And you know the shepherd to be waiting there for you. Do you move on?
I think we just have to continue.
Okay.
I would agree.
I think that's one hell of an illusion. Someone definitely wants to keep us out, but I mean, we have to figure this out, right?
Well, I've never been much of one to listen to the wants of others.
As you tentatively move forward, on edge because of the shadowy figure, you approach the archives. A stunning building, absolutely stunning. The doors open without a sound, not silently but wordlessly, as though even creaking has been excised here for the sake of reverence. You step into an enormous cathedral of memory where light filters in from nowhere, refracting through floating, slow-turning panels of glass edged with sigils and fragments of names. The space feels somehow underwater, not in pressure, but in pace, everything a little too smooth, too soft, too quiet. Towering shelves, gilded in dull copper and green bronze oxidation, curve in crescent shapes along high mezzanines and spiral staircases. Some of the shelves hover freely, their ladders moving as if with purpose, and books themselves wander gently across the floor like gliding fish, their pages fluttering. Occasionally, you spot translucent figures of scribes, faint echoes, cataloguing, writing, shelving, forgetting. A scent of parchment, wax, and river fog clings to the air. And at the central desk, marble etched with soul glyphs, sits the shepherd, hands folded atop a spread of open tomes. Behind him, a tilted mirror veiled in a black cloth, untouched for centuries. He looks up and sees you arrive. Ah, good. You're here. I've managed to draw up a few relevant volumes. A monumental task, given I've had thousands of scribes across as many cycles, and there are millions of books in this place. Even for one such as myself, time shifts strangely here. But patterns have emerged, disturbances, repetitions, inconsistencies that stretch back far longer than I'd feared. He waves his hand, gestures for you to come closer, and several books rise from the table and drift slowly before you, pages fluttering open to bookmarked passages. Entries half-written, names scratched out, ink bleeding as if the memory itself recoiled. I must confess, though I am a god, I am not omniscient. I am a shepherd, not a watcher, not a judge. I guide, I ferry, I remember. Or at least I am supposed to. I will need your help with this.
What have you found exactly?
Well, I have found a myriad of things. It's all rather scattered. There's many accounts across different cycles. Soul writers documenting tremors, memory loss, strange absences in the basin beneath the keep. It seems the creature is not gone wholly unnoticed, but it has always slipped between the pages. It may have been here longer than any of us, longer than the keep itself. It does not arrive in the usual sense. It seems to seep.
What creature?
The creature in the basement. The basin of the keep.
What basin?
Right, he takes out his book and he gestures for you to come forward. You have a notebook, but take it out.
Oh, sure.
He flips open and he guides you to do the same. Look, here. And he points to the passage where you mention seeing the being and that you forget about it as soon as you see it. And you read through it and again, not memory flashes back to you, but realization. And you get like traces of memory. You don't remember what it looks like, but you know it was there. You know it's something you were working towards.
Oh, that sounds lovely. Do you guys think it's connected to the thing outside?
I don't see how it couldn't be. It led back to the basin. Not many other explanations that would make sense.
Did you, by chance, Mr. Shepherd deity, sir, see the shadow guy outside?
Shadow guy. I fear I have not seen anything of the sort. No. Were you
Well,
harmed?
it was more of a them, really. Since it looked like him over there, and then it looked like me. He was really scary, like really scary.
I see. It seems that whatever it is we're digging for is fighting back somewhat.
Amazing illusion, though. Very convincing. I was. Oof.
Right, well, we have... There's no point in waiting then. We have to find out what it is and how we can get rid of it. I suggest you take a look at that, at all of these. We spread our forces and we work together and try and find out as much as we can.
Yes. Do you have a list with everybody that's here by chance, or the people that disappeared? You said you found some
Yes.
disappearances.
Oh, absolutely. All souls that pass through Velvenmorn are recorded, even those who linger. Follow me, and he leads you to a place deeper into the archives through corridors where you see names glowing on the walls and on floating pages arranged like lily pads drifting through the air, and occasionally a page flickers and vanishes. Every name eventually leaves the ledger. That is how we know peace has been reached. And he reaches for certain cabinets, and there are so many ledgers. So many ledgers. If you would like to search through these, I would like to ask you whether to do... that'll be an investigation check to search through the soul records.
I message the other two. Maybe one of us can see if we can find out what happened to Silith.
Mm-hmm.
Since we don't know if Caladvin has anything to do with this. And then the other two distract Shepard by helping him with the research.
I would think we owe Caladvin at least that much.
All right. So
Anyone up for doing investigation, or should I?
Like, I'm not the smartest.
I'm very dumb.
You two go research with the Shepherd. I will investigate.
will you give me an investigation check?
Yes. Okay. Ooh, that's good. 13 plus 7 is dirty 20.
Perfect. It was a DC of luckily only 14. You scour through these ledgers at high speed because there's so much and there's so little time. You find the name Silith once. The entry reads, Silith of the Moonflower Glade. Arrival recorded. Status lingering. Passage not yet reached. Curiously, the final column, departure, is not empty. Instead of a date, there is a single black glyph scratched in unnatural ink, and it shifts when you look at it too long.
Can I see? Do I see any other names that have the same glyph?
There are several, yes. Their names do not ring recognition in your ears. You've never seen them. You've not met them. But yes, there are multiple names with a strange glyph in the departure column. Okay,
I take a note in my notebook.
Okay. can you give me an Arcana check?
Yes. 26.
26, beautiful. This glyph is not a Velvenmorn. It seems to be a scar, a remnant of something that shouldn't exist in this place. It's as if the name was eaten, not erased. It is not death, it is not transcendence, it is obliteration.
I find an other name with the glyph and carry it over to the other two, which I assume are doing something with the shepherd.
All right, we go over to the other two with the shepherd who leaves Tempest to it. Right. Let's find out what we can. All right.
Mm-hmm.
You are presented with a myriad of books, and what I would like to hear from you is how you would go about this. What are you looking for? How do you focus your search for info?
I'm trying to figure out the source of this creature, like how it can come to be.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I am just sorting through to see patterns with people who disappear. If there's any, like, if it has a type or anything like that.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Can Cyril give me an investigation check? And can Sunny give me either a nature or arcana check?
Oof. Okay. Nat 20.
Nice. Look at these rolls.
A big 7.
A big 7. Woo, huge. Okay. For you, Cyril, unfortunately, the shepherd has pulled out so many books and you truly don't know where to start. What you can glean from all of these records is that this is thousands and thousands of cycles. And you notice they talk about cycles. You assume that's Velvenmorn's version of a year. Thousands of cycles of people passing through and recording things in this library and then moving on. So nothing is coherent. Everything is scribbled together by many, many people. And it is just fragmented. No one truly knows this thing exists, so it is very difficult to discern a pattern. For nature, however, for your check, Sunny, you do notice that in every passage that mentions this being, you can glean from it that it appears to be parasitic. It's not born of this place, but it's bound to it. It seems to usually feed on memory, something that is plenty in the material plane. But here, it thrives on souls. Now, you show it to the shepherd, you rummage through it, you debate a little bit, and you both come to the conclusion that souls usually don't linger long here, and it would have had to subsist on scraps for centuries, but that the recent blockage of souls have given it a feast, and it has gorged itself.
Cool. I wander over with the list. Like, what's up with this?
The shepherd.
People seem to have been obliterated somehow.
The shepherd takes it, looks at it, furrows his brow. This is not mine. I do not know what this mark means. It's not a record of peace nor of passage, it is silence. This must be the being that has caused this, because whatever has done this is not a ferryman, but it feeds. This must be what happened to the souls. This must be a record of... Oh God. These must have been devoured by this being.
Can they still be saved?
We could at least try to give them peace. We would have to destroy the being, of course, which we would have to regardless, since it is very much threatening our realm. We would have to deal with the... deal with the blockage of souls. We would have to make sure they are able to pass on to cut off his feeding. And we would have to find some sort of weakness. We have to search for more information on that. I would like to ask you to do one more attempt at finding more information about this being. You can deliberate together, of course, and you may have advantage since we are all present here, including the shepherd. But I would like to know how you're going about this exactly, what you are looking for.
My first thought was to find how it goes about devouring the souls. Because if we cut that off, we prevent more, and then I don't know, maybe we get more from that.
Mm-hmm.
I think I go a bit out into left field and try to see if there's an overlap between other times Velvenmorn's been backed up and this thing appearing.
Okay.
I would, having found that this being has left marks in the records, try to find similar sigils or signs that point to instances where this being was involved that maybe were previously missed during the research.
Okay. Can you nominate someone, and I think it might be the wizard, for an investigation check with advantage?
I would love to. Oh, well.
Uh-oh.
14.
14.
On a
Okay.
6 and a 7. I think that's okay.
Oh,
Right. You can't find anything definitive, nothing that really grants you security, that grants you peace of mind, like, oh, we found it. There's traces of things you think may or may not help. You have so far discovered that it feeds on souls, but also on memory. You've seen its effects of making people forget about it as soon as it is out of sight. You realize that perhaps that is key to it. Memory, binding. You draw upon your knowledge of the Fey realm, of how names have power, and how naming this being could be a way of remembering it fully. You do see a name. One of the pages speculates about this being, and it says that only in legends a name appears. Velgrath, the Forgotten Maw, a being of oblivion, the antithesis of memory. Even its name is often struck from record, swallowed mid-ink. Some scholars debated whether it was singular or one of a kind, and others dismissed it entirely, but they are all faded. That is really all you know, and you are unsure whether that would be enough. But it is
Felgrath?
Felgrath, the Forgotten Maw.
Can I see who made this entry?
It is anonymous. You see that Shepherd kind of rubs his temple and just sighs. And he's like, well, that's, I think, the best lead we have. At least I know it, if we can bind it in some way. But, well, we definitely do still have to solve the blockage of souls first, before we even attempt to defeat it.
Yes. And we think that has to do with the broken crystal, right?
Yes, and we found traces of a burglary in the Monarch's Manor, but we have yet to discover where it was brought and who stole it.
Yes. That would be a great question. Shall we go on and investigate that further? My dear party members.
Yeah, I think that is the direction that we go.
I agree.
Okay, well, we shall go do that then. And I kind of scoot away awkwardly.
Of course. And you see the shepherd just bends down over the many books again in a crooked shrimp posture. And he is hiding away in the books again. Like, he's so worried he's not picking up on anything that you are coyly saying.
Okay. I kind of make a giant note in my notebook of the Felgrath, the Forgotten Maw. Name it when you see it. Can I make write it on my hand somehow?
Sure. You have the means to write on paper. I'm sure you can write on your hand as well.
Sorry, I missed that.
You have the means to write on paper. I'm sure you can write on your hand as well.
Okay, well, it will be a bit blotchy ink writing probably, but...
Well, at least it's written.
I offered a pen to the other two. Whoever sees it will have to remember to name it.
I'll put it on the back of my hand since I'm always touching knives. I don't want to mess it up.
Yeah, I will roll up my sleeve and put it on my forearm.
All right. Perfect. So, where are we heading off to?
I don't remember where we were supposed to meet up with
Calathan?
Elathan, yeah. I can message them, but they have to be close by.
You can try.
I will. Hey, Calathan, can you hear me?
I can. Who's this?
It's the Tempest. The blue one.
Right. Yes. What is it?
Where are you? We need to talk.
I can come over. I'm at the square. Where do you want me to be?
Maybe behind the mask shop?
Of course. Yeah, sure. And he severs the connection. And you're free to go to the mask shop. The plaza itself is busy as always. You see the mask shop. You see it is quiet there. And you see behind it a satyr in jester garb sitting on a hay bale, seeming a little bit downtrodden. He jumps up as he sees you approaching. Well, what news do you have?
Cyril, tell him the news.
Yeah, I share what we learned.
You see Calenthar frowns. Do you mean to tell me that Silith is gone? My love.
We hope not. But there is this monster that we don't really remember, but it's there. And to defeat it, we kind of have to let the souls pass through. And then we can check. Maybe the souls are still somewhere. Maybe he's just using them. But that does mean you have to let them go.
I can't let Silith go. We have to free him from that monster. Did I cause him to be devoured by this? Is this my fault?
No! I don't think so. The monster was here for a very long time, right, guys? The records went back very far.
Yeah,
This really could only be your fault if you've been here multiple times. It doesn't. It's true.
Can you give me an insight check?
That's a 15.
15. You see that, he's clearly distraught. You didn't need an insight check for that, obviously. But you see that he doesn't really seem willing to help out. He is still stuck in his grief, and his eyes are darting around, and he is looking for ways in his mind to save Silith, to hold on for longer. He wants to prevent souls from passing on even more now. So he will need some serious persuading, peaceful or non-peaceful, before he would be willing to give you anything.
So if we don't do anything, then Silith will remain there, or whatever that creature does to souls. So if there is any chance of saving Silith, it is by working with us.
But he's already been devoured. I have to I have to stop him from passing on and retrieve him, and
I don't think we can retrieve him while the souls are still backed up. It seems like it makes the monster stronger. So I think the only way to actually get his soul back is by letting the others go.
Can you give me a persuasion check?
I can, but I was really hoping Cyril would take this one. Oh God. Ooh, that's not bad. 16 straight.
Okay. Softened by your words and by his grief, he bursts out into tears. It's weird. You've never seen a satyr cry, if you've ever even seen a satyr. It's not something they do often. And he drops to his knees, to the floor, and just wallows in self-pity. Through his snivels, he reaches for his pocket, and he takes out a shard that you recognize quite clearly as part of the artifact in the Monarch's Manor. I guess this is my own fault after all. Here, take it. And he hands it to you.
Thank you. We would take you with us, but I don't know what the shepherd will do.
Oh, I'll get out. Don't worry. I'll find a way. I'm sure.
If we can get him back to you, I will try to do so.
Thank you. And he shuffles away. You are now in possession of a shard of the Exodus Prism. It is a passage stone that you've come across last session. A large multifaceted crystal shaped like a teardrop that was missing a piece. And this has to be the missing piece. You know that the crystal was responsible for allowing souls to pass on, and that its corruption or its destruction prevented this.
Okay, well, that's one step done.
Because now we put it back and see what happens.
Yeah. Do you think we can do it, or do we have to get the shepherd for this?
See no reason we can't just try it ourselves and involve him if we need him.
All right. I guess we go to the mansion.
Okay. You go to the mansion. The mansion isn't far away. You are on the plaza, and the mansion is on that same plaza. You pass the abandoned stall of the shepherd, and you see all the little magical creatures just frolicking in their little pen, having a grand old time. It is once again very difficult to pass through the plaza, as it is so incredibly busy that you are pressed shoulder to shoulder. Eventually, though, you are able to get to the manor. You feel an unease. You feel a tremble. Can you all give me a perception check?
That's an 11.
14.
Okay.
9.
Okay. Tragic. Unfortunately, none of you have passed, so I will need you all to make a dexterity saving throw as the city rumbles. You see cracks run through the walls and the floors, and you have to dive as quick as you can to avoid falling rubble.
I got a 16.
16. Okay, very good. That passes.
Another 9.
That does not pass. So your DC is between 9 and 16.
Well, I didn't pass. I also got a 9, despite having proficiency in this.
Oh.
Oy, oy. Unfortunately, you do all, not all, sorry, everyone but Sunny, take damage. Oof, you take
As a wizard,
13,
I love damage.
13 bludgeoning damage. It's not the worst, but it still hurts.
That hurt. That's more than half your health, right? Something like
Almost.
that. Yeah.
You watch as you see cracks enveloping every part of the plaza. You see black ichor run through all the cracks, and you are once again overcome with dread. You hear the plaza bursting out into panic. You hear people screaming, falling to the ground, running. A stampede happens. It is a herd in a panic. You are able to go into the Monarch's Manor to avoid the stampede, but as you turn around and look, you see absolute chaos on the square. The tremble settles. It was only a minor quake, but you know what is going on. You've seen the signs. This problem needs to be solved, and quick.
Right. Well, I guess we head straight for the reliquary. While checking for shadows. How does one do that? Darker shadows than normal.
You may give me a perception check in this case.
I'm just gonna stop rolling.
Is it that bad?
It's a 1.
Yeah.
Oh,
Give help with that.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, I'm assuming all of you are like looking
Yeah.
around nervously, so I will allow
You're on
you
high
to
alert,
use the help
right?
action.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
yeah.
So go ahead and roll it again for me.
And I'll
Do
bard
I
it. as
roll
well,
or do?
Sorry, what did you say?
I'll give bardic as well.
Okay.
Which
So you
is
make
an extra D8.
D8. Beautiful.
Oh.
Okay. Well, that's already better. Oh, that's great. That's dirty 20.
Nice.
Oh.
With
Perfect.
a 6 on the bardic.
Fortunately, and you now know that for certain with your dirty 20, all seems quiet. Well, not really quiet. There's a couple of frog people panicking and running around like crazy. You see the head butler shouting at his butler frogs to pick up broken glassware, to clean up, to pull themselves together, to look presentable. So it may not be quiet in the literal sense, but it is quiet in the sense of creeping shadows. It seems that you are safe here as you walk towards the reliquary. What will you do?
Would we understand how to piece the two parts together? Do we just stick it in?
You can give me an Arcana check.
Yes. Definitely can. 21.
21. Beautiful. It seems relatively simple. It seems like you would be able to fit together, and with some type of mending spell, maybe some arcane focus from within yourself, or by using certain objects. You need to essentially repair it, which, as you know, a mending spell could do, or focus energy into it. You may have to do a combination of the two, but there is really only one way to definitely find out, and that is by trying.
I will, although I do not have mending. I'll try. What do I have that's good for this? How about a shield spell?
Okay, you can definitely try.
Yeah, shield I don't have to roll for normally, so that would be... How would I go about that?
I don't know. How would you go about it?
I guess I put the two pieces together and try to focus on the energy of the spell and try to shield the item as a whole with the protective energy of the spell.
Okay. Can you tell me a little bit about the shield spell? What does it do? What kind of school of magic is it?
It's a magical imperceptible barrier of magical force that protects you normally. So I would say it would form like kind of a barrier around the prism.
Okay.
That would help infuse the magical energy into it.
As you do this, you connect it physically, the pieces, and you feel great. Step number one, definitely, very obvious. As you cast the shield, you realize that this might not have the effect that you would wish it to have. So you know the purpose of the stone is to help people pass, and that its current fracture stops people from going in. And you feel as if casting a shield over it will even further prevent souls from passing on. So I will give you this one that you realize in time, like, maybe this is counterproductive. Maybe this isn't a good idea. So I will let you have another go at how to mend this artifact. And you may, of course, do more checks. If others want to try something, they are very welcome to.
Please.
Not really a magic-y person.
I'll try tossing a healing word into the thing.
Okay.
See if I can heal some of it somehow.
Can I add to that with a false life spell, which is necromancy?
Okay, I love that.
Also preserving life.
Yeah, perfect. You both work on this healing magic and this necromantic magic, and you both cast this and you feel an immediate shift. You feel inherently that this is a much better option than casting a shield spell. Your gut feeling on necromantic energy is quite right, as you have established earlier, that this room is full of necromantic magic because of the nature of this realm. And as well as the healing magic, adding a way of tending to the wounds, so to speak, does beautiful work, as you are able to revert this crystal to its almost original form. You see some edges, you see it has been broken, but it is, to the best of your abilities, repaired. As you do this, you hear wind. You get a vision, you are overwhelmed. You see a moonlit grove, flowers swaying, you hear laughter, warm like twilight, and then suddenly you hear silence. Something vast, hungering, and you see a petal falling into a bottomless dark. You are snapped out of the vision, but not before within that vision you hear a familiar voice. Not yet, please, I just need more time. As Kalanthar's voice fades. He is not here. His voice was merely in your vision. And you are snapped back to the Monarch's Manor.
Did you see the same thing?
Yeah, I'll share what I saw.
Yeah. Both of you have seen this, and obviously Sunny has not, but you brief them about what you saw.
Might have been the final moments of Sivith. The memory.
Yeah.
Which is good. If the memory's still here. The thing eats memory, right?
Memories
Yes.
and souls.
Maybe they're not gone yet.
I don't know about the two of you, but before we confront whatever it is, I think we should probably get a little bit of rest.
Yeah. Maybe we can ask the shepherds to protect the crystal and tell them that the souls can now pass on. Should we ask the monarch to send a messenger? Or maybe we can just pray to... Maybe you can hear us. Shepherd?
Can you give me a religion check?
He said he's not omniscient.
That's a 10.
That's a 10. You think your instinct is right. I mean, he is a god, and if you pray to gods, generally they hear you. The problem being is that you did not know he was a god until today, essentially. You don't really know how to pray to him, honestly. Like, you're like, Shepherd! And you hear absolutely nothing. So your best bet would be to seek him out.
Okay, I guess that does not work. Cyril, you seem to have good standing with the monarch. Maybe you could ask them to help out.
Yeah, are there any of the servants or butlers around?
Oh yes, it is teeming with butlers. Maybe not specifically in this room, but it would take you no longer than 3 steps to find one.
Yeah, I'll flag one down and ask them to retrieve the monarch.
Of course, sir. Yes, sir. And they scurry off, and it takes, well, a little bit longer, since we all know the monarch is not that mobile. But after about 15 minutes, you hear the soft shuffling of a large, rotund frog person as the monarch graciously presents himself to you. Ah, what will you have of me?
I gesture into the room towards where the thing is now fixed. Well, mostly this. Probably get the shepherd.
Right. Okay, yes, I will summon the shepherd, no problem. And you see his eyes roll back. And he stands there apathically for a little bit. And then he snaps back. It doesn't look like he was praying. It seems he has some sort of mental link. So to fulfill your request for prayer, it doesn't look like he was praying. But he tells you as soon as he snaps back to you, all right, the shepherd should be here in no time. And indeed, you hear a bang and a flash. White smoke fills the room. And in a dramatic entry, there is now an old, feeble man with a flat cap and white mutton chops standing next to you. You summoned me, monarch. Yeah, they did, really, and he gestures to you all.
Okay, that's a cool trick. We restored the artifact.
Oh, look at that. He sort of gives it a small stroke. The crystal, not stroke. He touches it. Nah. Well,
He touches his prism.
he touches his prism for a little bit, admires the work you've done. And you see a gratefulness in his eyes.
Could we safely rest here before we confront the monster?
Of course. Of course.
I think that would be the next step, and maybe you can start a process of helping people move on.
Absolutely. Tomorrow will be a big day. We have the lighting of the lanterns, and there will be a lot of preparations to make sure that this goes smoothly with the amount of extra people we will have to ferry on to the next part.
Yes.
Monarch! He looks at the monarch, and the monarch lets out a big croak, and you hear the pitter-patter of dozens of wet frog feet running across the floors as they go and make sure that there are bedrooms for you prepared for you to sleep. Is there anything else you would like to do before heading in for the night?
Smoke a cigar and drink as much wine as.
Oh, there is
Getting a hangover.
very possible. You know the monarch likes to party, so he, as you are preparing for the evening, the monarch will offer you again a variety of thick cigars. It becomes hard to see in the lounge as the smoke fills the room, and his brandy, his fey brandy, just fills you with warmth, with joy, and a little bit of fogginess in the head. Not too much so you would be unable to function the next day, but you have a nice, merry evening. Perhaps silence before the storm, perhaps liquid courage to face an eldritch horror the next day. But you have quite a nice evening with the monarch and the shepherd before you head to bed and all benefit from a long rest. Your nights were quiet. There were no nightmares of your past life haunting you. There were no more tremors. Everything is silent. You wake up refreshed, anxious perhaps, but ready as much as you can be. You are once again greeted by legions of frog butlers who ensure you have enough breakfast, and a monarch with a wheezing smile who offers you a morning brandy and a morning cigar. Is there anything that you would like to do?
Take a brandy.
I would not expect anything different.
Oh yes.
Today,
Now I'm already dead. I will take all of it.
the brandy he has in store for you today is an elven brandy, and it is velvety on your tongue. It smells slightly of vegetables, which would not be something that you would usually prefer, but it fills you with a certain sense of joy. Not because it's nice to drink a brandy, but it is an artificial joy, a magical joy that is infused within this brandy. You will get, all of you, an inspiration point.
I love it.
Shepherd has joined you at the breakfast table. Well, we have a big day ahead. I'm sure we'll realize the inevitability of us facing this threat in the basin. Is there anything that you would like to do, like to prepare for? Anything we should fetch for you? I will be there. I will be supporting you. I am, after all, a god, though only a shepherd. I will not leave you to your fate alone. I could not bear to do that.
Well, it would be nice if you could, like, bless us or something.
Oh, I will
Maybe
be there.
some potions. Do you have magical items, maybe? I've had this one stone that, like, conjured stuff. I don't know. What do you have?
I must admit our selection of magical items is pretty slim in a peaceful realm, but I can definitely get you some beneficial potions. He plops in and out of existence. You blink and he is gone, and you blink a second time and he is back. He plops down as he blinks back with a bit of a oof, like it strained him a little bit. And you see some dust kicking up from the chair where he appears in again. You may all add 2 potions of greater healing within your pack.
Okay, now I'm getting scared.
What?
You also get 600 diamonds and 600 scrolls of Revivify. No, I'm kidding. It's just classical pre-big battle loot.
Yeah.
Didn't realize we had moved to Baldur's Gate 3.
Yes. Sunny, do you need more knives?
No, I'm good with my collection.
Cyril?
I think early that morning I do write a note to my wife and leave it with the monarch. I assume the monarch is not coming with us.
No. At the notion of even suggesting he helps, he lets out a bellowing, coughing laugh. Oh, you were not serious, right? I would be absolutely no good in a fight. No. I am not sure if these coughs are entirely genuine at this point. He does not come. He will not be persuaded into fighting with you.
Yeah, I more just needed to make sure I had someone to leave a letter with.
Yeah.
Fully not expecting this frogman to help us.
And he has also made sure that you would not want him to be there, coughing more and more dramatically, being like, "Oh, I'm so feeble, and I could not. No, absolutely not." He gladly takes your letter, though, and he says, "I will make sure that your wife will receive it. I have a feeling I might know when she arrives."
Right. I'm contemplating writing letters and then decide to just not to because already dead.
Fair.
So no blessing then.
I will fight with you. I will protect you to the best of my abilities. I will use every blessing in my book that I can during this fight. Above
Just
table, he's going to be a
wondering.
full support character during your fight to make up for a fourth player missing. So no blessing in advance, but you will definitely be blessed, yes.
Just wondering, Shepherd,
Yes.
what happens when you die?
We won't know until we find out. And you hear sadness in his voice and a little bit of fear.
Okay, I regret asking. I go back to my wine. You guys done yet?
I think I am.
Yeah. Then he's just like nervous juggling, waiting.
Okay.
When
Would
we
you
head
like
out,
to...
I'll cast Mage Armor and False Life on myself.
Okay. Perfect. We watch as our adventurers, led by the shepherd, move onto Velvenmorn Keep. We see once again the busyness of the plaza. We see them pass the river, the river that cuts Velvenmorn in two, and the large keep that sits on top of the mountain. You climb the steps, your calves hurting from the incline, and you descend again into the belly of the castle. It sits nestled within the mountain. The lower you get, the damper everything becomes. And the deeper you get, the more filled with dread you are. This is it. This is the moment. You see the shepherd take a deep breath, and you see nervousness wash over him as you descend the last layer of the keep's basin. You arrive in the hallway just before where you know Velgrath to sit. This is it. And the shepherd slowly places his hand on the door. opens it. It takes you a minute to see it. As you step into the room, you see it once again. It is a rounded room. There are cracks in the walls. You see pieces of dirt and rock peeking through where the castle is edged within the mountain. You see some growth, some moss, some bushes that have fed upon the low light, the wetness, and you see a well in the middle filled with water and a small stream going through a grate into what you presume to be the river of the city. Your hairs stand up as you turn to see where you know this being to be. Velgrath, the Forgotten Maw, sits at the ceiling on the far end of the wall. Its eyes shift towards you. It's opening all of its mouths, and it lets out a screech that you do not hear but feel. Your eyes dart across the room and you see Sunny, a perfect copy, in shadow. We are going to take a little bit of a break before we get into this big fight that might take us a while. So we will see you after this while we set up, make sure that we have our little toilet break and our drinks ready. And then I will ask you for your initiative. We'll see you in 5 minutes. Welcome back. We are going to be going into our final combat of the Festival of the Eternal Night. I think it is no secret when I say this that this is the finale, so the last fight will occur right now. We find ourselves in a basin of Velvenmorn Keep, and I will need to adjust the screen just slightly so you can see as well. We have Velgrath, the Forgotten Maw, right here at the top of the battle map. And we have our players. Let me position it to a point. It is a little bit hard to see because it's small, but we have our players right here. Can you tell me how you are going to enter the space? Who is going to go up front? Who is going to follow? What are we doing?
I think Cyril is probably up front at this point.
Yeah.
There's, he's he has said his final goodbyes to his wife in the letter. So at this point, whatever happens is gonna happen.
Okay. Can I have your initiative roll?
Big 7.
A big 7. Perfect. The initiative of Tempest and Sunny? Yeah.
Sunny is 22.
Nice. Yeah, that's a rogue for you.
19.
19. Pretty good. Tempest, 19. We have the Shepherd sits at a comfortable 14. The Echo, as we shall call them, the clone currently of Sunny, sits at an 8. 14, sorry, Echo is 8. And Velgrath, the Forgotten Maw, has rolled an incredible 2. So you have a little bit of round before Velgrath does anything. Cyril is up front. Tempest, can you tell me how you have positioned yourself as you guys enter this?
I would try and stay in the back, probably half cover.
Okay. All right, so I'll go with you through the area a little bit. We have 2 rings, essentially. The outer ring, which does expose itself a little bit to the outside, quote-unquote. But the outside is within the mountain, so you see little caverns, but there's no escape through the big walls. There is a hallway that you enter through, and that is the only exit out of this room. In the middle is another set of round walls. These are hip height, so you could get half cover after behind those. And there are 2 little bridges that bridge the gap between you and the canal that runs in a circle across the room. So if you were to go for half cover, you would probably be sitting around here. Sunny,
Right.
where would you position yourself?
I would probably have led next to or right behind Cyril.
Okay. And then we have the shepherd. The shepherd will stand between the 3 of you. Not quite in front, but definitely visible. And we start off with Sunny. What will you do this round?
Right there in the middle, that's the Echo.
Mm-hmm. That is the echo.
Yeah, this Echo, who I'm assuming had to deal with my dead body as well. I'm just gonna run and use my bonus action dash to get into range of it.
Okay.
And I'm just going to attack it with my daggers.
Okay. Roll to attack.
A 13.
That misses. Anything else?
Checking. I had it and I lost it. Where's... I know that I could do a bonus attack, but I don't know if I need to have hit the first attack.
I'm just looking through your character sheet. When you deal sneak attack damage, you can add cunning strike effects. No, that's not it. You have uncanny dodge. You can use hide and disengage as a bonus action. Defensive duelist.
It's part of the I think it's the finesse property of a dagger.
Oh, yes. I can't find it either, but that does seem to track with rogues. I don't... And you are double wielding, right? So
Yes.
you would be able to... Yes. Then yes, you can go
Okay.
ahead.
Oh, that's lower. Cool.
Okay. Anything else on your turn?
Yeah, that's all I have.
Okay.
I'm just staring at a shadow of myself.
Tempest, it is your turn.
Yes. I will start with a ray of frost on the echo.
Okay.
That's an attack roll. 23 to hit.
That hits.
That does 2d8 damage, and they lose 10 feet of movement.
Okay.
11 frost damage.
11 frost damage. Beautiful.
And no, I'm fine where I am. No bonus action this round. Yeah, no, that's it.
Okay. It is the shepherd's turn. The shepherd is the different one. That's this one. Let's see. He will use his divine insight. Once per battle, he declares this must not be forgotten with a big billowing voice, and he will allow anyone within 30 feet radius of him to not be affected by magical, forgotten, or mind warping effects. So I will give him a radius within our dungeon map, our battle map. So if you are within 30 feet of the shepherd, you are unaffected by magical, forgotten, or mind warping effects.
Sunny would be just out of range because I went into melee of the echo.
Yes. To counter that, the shepherd is going to move a little bit forward, so he has a bigger range, or more people to follow up on that. That is his turn. We go over to the echo. The echo is going to run away without disengage, so you get a free attack up opportunity, Sunny.
Alright. 1.
That misses. He is going to use cunning action hide behind this half wall, and he's going to use a sneak attack. Which is he's going to use it on Sunny. Sorry, that is a dirty 20 to hit.
Yeah, it hits.
Perfect. I'm just scrolling through this, which I need. Yes, okay. And you will get, if I can find the proper dice. Where is my... Just going to do it like this. Yes, there we go. You will get 12 piercing damage. By a flung dagger.
Oh, okay.
And that is its turn. We then go to Cyril.
All right. I will use my action to cast mirror image on myself.
Whoops.
So I have 3 duplicates surrounding me,
Okay.
and I will roll d6s if I get targeted with anything. And then my bonus action, I will give Bardic Inspiration to Sunny.
Okay.
And then in terms of movement, I will move diagonal to the left of the shepherd, get behind those rocks for just a little bit of cover.
All right. Here, I'm presuming...
One space further to the left.
To the left. Okay. There we go. There'll be a little bit of
on
a...
the left.
Yeah, there's a little bit of delay in the stream, but yes. Perfect.
Yep, and that will be my turn.
Okay. We go over to Velgraf, the Forgotten Mole. Let's see. He can currently mostly see the shepherd and Sunny. He's going to use his lair action, Dark Inversion, and the battlefield becomes shadow drenched for 1 round. This means that the Echo has advantage on all attacks, and Velgraf is untargetable. That is its turn. It has no movement speed. It sits on its wall, nice and pretty. And then we go over to top of the round, Sunny.
Yeah, I'm gonna chase my shadow. And attempt to attack it again.
Okay. You see, as you run towards it, that it is no longer you. It is Tempest. And you may go ahead and attack.
Okay. Bardic is a D8.
Yep, and you don't have to add it until after you see what you roll.
Oh, okay. I get to choose if I add it.
Yep.
Alright. Oh my god. That's 15.
That hits.
Thank you, Bardic. I did not have the dice right. Okay. D4. 4 damage.
Okay.
And then I'll do my offhand.
Yeah.
Oh, 16.
16. That hits, yes.
For another 1 damage.
Okay. Perfect. Anything else? Is that your turn?
Yeah, I was reading. I'm gonna use my... So that extra attack, where is it? I used the Nick property, so it didn't use up my bonus action.
Okay.
So then bonus action, I'll do steady aim,
Okay. Perfect.
and then I'm done.
All right. Then we go over to Tempest. You see a perfect clone of yourself where you earlier saw a perfect clone of Sunny.
Yes. 1 second. I'm reading up on something. Yes. So we cannot see the big bad because it's darkness, right?
Mm-hmm. For
Okay.
1 round.
I will call Eerie, or rather take her out, and shift my vision to Bat,
Okay.
which has blindsight actually.
Does that go through magical darkness?
Well, I think so because it's sonar.
Yeah, probably. I'd say that works. Yeah.
But you would have to check blindsight. I can't click it.
Well, I'll allow it. If I'm wrong, then it's a one-off. But yeah, no, that sounds fine. Sonar works. There's nothing blocking it, so I wouldn't know why it wouldn't work.
Well, that's great. In that case, I will witch bolt the big bad.
Okay. Is this a saving throw or an attack roll?
An attack roll.
Okay, let me know.
14.
That fails.
Okay. On a hit, does it do anything? On a miss? No, it does not. Well, in that case, I will just point out it's that way.
Okay.
Slightly to our right. Left if you're facing this way. This is not coherence, like trying to indicate where it is to people who can't see anything.
Okay. We go over to the shepherd. He will use divine insight, sorry. And he will grant it to Cyril, who is now allowed to reroll any failed save, attack, or ability check, even death saves. It is very similar to Bardic Inspiration in the sense that you can choose when you use it. You may choose to do it before you know the result of it, but you can also include attack rolls. So it is not an extra die, it is a reroll, but it works similarly to Bardic Inspiration, and it grants it to you. He also moves forward a little bit, so Sunny is within the radius of his Aura of Memory again, and then that is his turn. We go over to the Echo, who is going to use Shocking Grasp on Sunny. That is an attack roll. And that is a 14 to hit.
It means that I'm going to parry,
Okay.
so it does not hit.
Okay. Perfect. Let's see what bonus actions we have in store. As a bonus action, it's going to use Misty Step and teleport behind Tempest. And that is its turn. Cyril, you are up.
All right. I will Vicious Mockery the Echo, so it needs to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. That is a 17.
That meets it, so nothing happens.
Okay.
Not very offended by me. And then bonus action, I will give Bardic to Tempest this time.
Okay, beautiful. Is that your turn?
Yeah. Not gonna move much, because I don't really know what this Echo is about to do.
Okay.
And knowing that the big fucker can't move, I feel safe this far away for now.
Oh, I get that. Alright, let's see. It is Velgriff's turn. He's going to use a lair action called Flicker of Memory. All players take 1d4 psychic damage, and you get disadvantage on your next save or check. So that will be only 2 psychic damage to all of you, including the shepherd. And disadvantage on your next save or check. If you would have got an advantage, that obviously means that you will now have a straight roll. Top of the round. As we move back to Sunny, you see the echo shift, and it is now Lord Cyril. It seems, as you have now gone through 3 rounds, that every round this echo shifts into one of you 3. A perfect, beautiful copy. Sunny, what will you do?
Okay. Considering that it can teleport around, I'm going to take a more central point, so right above... one up and one left of the shepherd.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, wait, what's the range of my thing? Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast Jim's Magic Missile on the Echo.
Okay, beautiful. So that will hit regardless. Please tell me your damage.
This is a different magic missile. I have to roll for it.
Ah, okay.
Okay. Nope. Okay, so a 10 doesn't hit, right?
No, it doesn't.
15?
15 hits.
Okay. I can't find a D4 in my giant bag of dice. Okay.
D4s always sink to the bottom. I can't find them anywhere either. So I empty my chest.
Yes. That is 7 force damage.
Okay, beautiful.
And then the third hit was a crit.
Ooh.
With a nat 20.
Nice. So you will use the maximum of your dice, then roll your dice, add to that, and then your modifier. So let me check.
In the description of the spell, it says I roll 5d4 instead of rolling damage twice for a critical.
I see,
So would
yes. Then you can do
okay.
that instead.
Now I need more d4s. Okay. 12 force damage from that third hit.
12 force damage, beautiful. As you see these magic missiles, these Jim's magic missiles, hit the perfect copy of Cyril, you see him reel over. This Echo is very, very hurt. Is that your turn?
What is the rules for drinking potion as a bonus action?
It is, as a bonus action, you must roll for it. If you use it as an action, you can get the full benefits, the full maximum. So as a bonus action, you would use the dice that it declares you to use.
Okay, yeah, I'll bonus action drink a greater healing.
Okay. Beautiful. Anything else on your turn?
That's all.
That's all. Tempest, we go over to you.
Yes. Well, since he's right next to me, I will shocking grasp him.
Okay. Roll to hit.
That's 16.
16, that hits.
Nice. That will be 2d8, and they cannot take reaction this turn.
Okay.
12 lightning damage.
Okay. You grasp this Cyril clone, and lightning soars through them. You do 12, you said?
Yes.
4 of that damage goes into his remaining health pool, and it falls to the ground, dead. The remaining 8 goes to Cyril. You take 8 shocking damage, lightning damage. As he is killed within your form.
Okay. Well, in that case, I can walk. So I'll back up a little over the bridge, downwards on the map, to the next pair of stones.
Okay. There'll be a little bit of a delay, but I have moved you in.
Yeah, also taking half cover.
Anything else on your turn?
I'll use my bonus action to call Velgrath the Forgotten Maw by his name
Okay.
to see what happens.
As you do this, you see Felgraf reel. You're not sure what it does effectively, but you do know it has an effect. You hear, or no, you feel, you do not hear, but you feel him roar in anger.
Yeah, bitch, I remember you. And that's my turn.
Okay. Beautiful. We go over to the shepherd. The shepherd is going to check. No, he's not going to use that yet. He's going to use Guiding Flame on Velgrath, the Forgotten Maw. So I'm just going to battle myself. Oh my god, he rolled a nat 1. He's going to choose to re-roll that, because he did that shit. That is 21 to hit. That hits Velgrath, and he will be able to do 3d8 radiant damage on it. That is going to be 13, and that's 18 damage. And that is his turn, because he is still within range of all of you, so he's going to stand there. We go over to Cyril, because the echo is currently dead. What will you do?
I'm gonna walk 2 steps to the left so I can touch Sunny.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to use a charge from my loot to cast Fly on them.
Okay.
So they have 60 feet of flying speed.
Okay.
And I am maintaining concentration on that.
Yeah.
And then immediately walk 2 steps back to get back into cover.
Okay. Perfect. Is that your turn?
And that will be, yes, that is the end of my turn.
Beautiful. We go over to Velgrath. Velgrath is going to use his legendary action. I'm in the wrong page. He's going to use his legendary action, the Grasp of Forgetting. He targets the shepherd, who must succeed on a charisma saving throw. I think I can roll it digitally so you can all see it, I think. Is there a dice? Let's roll a d20. Well, oh, you cannot see that. Alright, I'll just roll a regular one. He rolled an 8. Let me see his charisma +9. He rolled a 17, so he passes. Nothing happens. That is the turn of Velgrath. We go over to top of the round, Sunny.
Okay, apparently I can fly now. I'm gonna fly straight towards Velgrath and attempt to hit it with my daggers.
Okay, perfect. Give me an attack roll.
22
22, that hits.
for 4 damage.
4 damage, okay.
And offhand, the 21
21.
for 1 damage.
Okay.
And
Perfect.
I will also call out its name.
Okay, you see it once again, just as it did when Tempest called out its name, reel in terror. It's uncanny, the feeling you get as this happens. You two are unsure what effect it has, other than that it definitely has an effect. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Tempest, it is your turn.
Yeah. Well, I will. Am I within 60 feet?
I think so. 1, 2, 3,
think
4,
so too.
5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, just. No, not just. Pretty comfortably within 60 feet, yes.
Okay, nice. I will cast Shatter, which is a 10 feet radius sphere, which I assume I can make so that I won't hit my my friend.
Let me see if I can put a sphere in there.
Which is a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. I'm just gonna plop a flaming spear in there. If it will... Oh, it's a spell, sorry. Okay, does the
It's also
sphere...
not an effect that stays. so
Oh,
it's
okay,
not-
then I won't do it. Okay, Constitution saving throw from Velgreth.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's not good. It rolled a 3. I'm assuming it doesn't have that much of a modifier. No, absolutely not. It does have legendary resistance. And it's going to use that to instead succeed on this save.
Okay. It's 11 thunder damage.
Okay.
And any non-magical object takes damage too in the area.
Okay. You see, I can't actually edit it on the map, but you see some bones strewn about and some barrels, and you see a shockwave happen as those materials just sort of fly over, and you see bone dust sprinkled in the air. Nothing of note is destroyed, but there is an effect, yes.
And I will shout out his name again.
Okay, once again you see that railing movement. He does not like being named. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Perfect. We go over to the shepherd, who is once again going to use a guiding flame on Velgrath. That is a 27, not a nat 20, but pretty damn high. But that hits, and he's going to do a good amount of radiant damage, 16 radiant damage to him. Okay. We go over, not to the Echo, we go over to Cyril.
Alright. I'm gonna move 30 feet towards it. I'm trying to cast Thunderwave without hitting Sunny, so if I can position myself somewhere where he's not within
Yeah,
a 15-foot cube from me.
Yeah.
Okay.
that will work.
So in that case, I need Big Ugly here to make a Constitution saving.
Oof, that's a 5.
Perfect. And I'm casting that at a 3rd level, so that is 16 thunder damage.
Beautiful. Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, I will also say its name out loud.
Okay. Again, he reels. It is still unclear what happens, but he's not happy. We go over to Velgrath. Let me see if that is even possible, what I had in my mind. Yes, he is going to multi-attack. He is going to use his tongue to hit Sunny with 2 tongue lashes. You're going to get a eldritch tongue licking. That is an 18 to hit for the first one. And that is...
That hits.
Yeah.
Silvery barbs.
Okay. Reroll, right?
Yep.
That is a 12 to hit on the first die.
Miss.
And the second die is a 22 to hit. So that will hit. Meaning...
All uncanny dodge.
Okay. Remind me again what that means.
I take half damage on the attack.
Beautiful. All right, perfect. And let me roll 2d10 for the hit. That is going to be 18 plus 4 is 22 psychic damage, halved, so 11.
Okay.
Then he's going to use a legendary action to try and target the shepherd again with the Grasp of Forgetting. The shepherd must again throw a charisma saving throw, which he succeeds easily. So nothing happens again on that front. And that's its turn.
Part of my silvery barbs, I am giving Sunny advantage on his next roll.
Oh,
Okay.
awesome.
What corner of number thingy? Sorry. You can see the corner of the number thingy over at the battle map.
Oh, it's already gone.
Oh, okay.
You moved it.
Ah. Right. Okay. I also moved it accidentally now. Alright, we go top of round to Sunny.
Okay. Lovely that I have advantage now. I get to do rogue things. Well, I'm going to attack with my dagger.
Okay.
$23 to hit.
That hits.
$14 damage.
Beautiful.
And then offhand, 12 to hit.
Alright. Anything else?
No, I will stay there.
Okay. We go over to Tempest.
Yes. Well, I'll try to hit it with Witch Bolt.
Mm-hmm.
That's 1.
That misses.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Which I do not think I can re-roll. No. So that's a shame. I will walk to the center of the map behind the little well thingy.
Okay. You climb over this half wall and you step into the canal. It is ankle deep, so it's not that deep, but it is. You have wet feet now, but you are able to hide behind the well.
Perfect. And that will be my turn then.
Beautiful. We go over to the shepherd, who can either do a very, very overpowered healing spell that will take ages to recharge, or attack. So he's going to attack. He's going to cast the Guiding Flame again. Oof, that's not good. He misses. He rolled a 7 plus 8. It's not enough. 15 does not hit. And that is really all it can do currently. He's going to stay put because he is nice and centered. We go over to the Echo, who all of a sudden, after a round of rest, appears behind Cyril in the form of Sunny. He is going to use... like in a puff of smoke he appears. You killed him just 2 rounds ago, and now he's back. Sunny's Echo is going to use... ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-bam. I think he's just going to really hit twice with his dagger. So we'll roll to hit first. Wow, that's a nat 1. He misses the first, unfortunately. But the next one is a 16 or an 18? 18 plus 6, that's a 24 to hit.
Yeah, I don't have a reaction. 'Cause it has not been my turn yet.
Okay. That means that he will use not too much, but you get...
Yeah, that's the offhand, right?
It is the offhand, yeah. You get 6 damage. 6. That must be slashing damage. It's piercing, actually. All right.
But how do you get 6 damage on a dagger?
1d4 plus 3. So I got...
It doesn't get the plus 3 because it's the offhand.
You are completely right. You get 3 piercing damage. That is its turn. I've only just seen chat. We go over to Cyril. It is your turn.
Okay. I will bonus action Healing Word to Sunny
All right.
for that is 14 health back.
Oh my god.
Wow. That's good health.
Yeah, back to full again.
And then I will, with my action, I'll go ahead and Vicious Mockery the big guy.
Okay.
So that is a Wisdom saving throw.
Well, he's not very wise. He's not anything, really. 5. Does that save?
That does not save.
Oh, weird. All right.
So that is 7 points of psychic damage, but much more importantly, it has disadvantage on the next attack roll before the end of its next turn.
Okay. Beautiful. Well, it is its turn now. And it's going to lick Sunny again with disadvantage. So let's see if he hits. Ooh, I rolled rather well on both. My lowest is a 12 plus 7, so 19 to hit.
Yeah, hits.
Okay, that is for the first one. The second one is
Silvery Barb's the first one.
Okay. I will roll at disadvantage again.
Sunny gets advantage on his next roll.
Okay. Silvery Barbs, that's 8 plus 7 is just 15 to hit for the first one.
15 damage?
15 to hit. So
Oh,
that's
50.
retold the attack roll.
Okay. Yeah, that's still hit. I don't think it's been my turn again. I don't have a reaction.
It is still the same turn, so you would have it. Same round,
I
sorry.
used a reaction last time. It hasn't.
Okay.
Yeah, you went at the top of the round though, so you should have a reaction back.
Yeah. You were the first,
okay.
and Velgraf is the
last time
last.
for his turn, so
Yeah.
it must have been one turn.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I lost track. Then I will parry, and I get +3 to my AC.
Okay, then in that case it misses. And for his second, he will roll 14 plus 7 is 21 to hit for his second
Okay,
tongue
that is-
lash. And you will receive, that's a d8, 2d10 plus 4 psychic damage, which amounts to 13 psychic damage. As a legendary action, he is going to use Shadow Split, and the echo splits in two. And you now see 2 Sunnies behind you, or next to you, Cyril. And that is its turn. We go top of the round to Sunny.
That's bad news.
Okay.
That's yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep doing Velgraf.
Okay.
Uh, 21 hit.
That definitely hits, yes.
Okay. $15 damage.
Okay. Yeah.
And the second one, 14 does not hit, right?
It does not, no.
Okay. Yeah, and I'll stay there.
Okay. Perfect. We go over to Tempest.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I will run up next to Sunny.
Mm-hmm.
What, like 1 square below him.
Yeah. Sorry, I actually forgot to do something about that. All right, you're there.
Yeah. And I will Thunderstep, which means I need a Constitution saving throw from. Ooh, wait! I have to move 1 over to the right. Sorry.
That's fine.
As I was running up, I would have moved. Yeah, there. That means I need a Constitution saving throw of the nearest echo and the big bad.
Okay.
And
Wow.
I will step with Sunny
Okay.
behind cover.
Okay. You take Sunny with you.
Yes.
Oh, that's Valgreth. That's the wrong one. Oh, he's on top. Oof. Please give me Sunny. Right, I need to move you out.
And we'll go
Yeah,
left behind the barrels and the thing.
To the left. Okay.
Oh, sorry. Your right is fine too.
Yeah, I'll keep you. I'll return you to the right then. I was figuring you would want to stay within the shepherd's radius.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay. The Echo and Valgraf both rolled a 5. I rolled a double 5, so they failed their con save.
Great. They take 20 thunder damage.
Woof!
Yes. Big whammy.
Okay.
But I had to move over 1 to the right, or Cyril would also have taken damage.
Yeah. Fair. Fair. Okay. Is that your turn?
As my bonus action, I will shout out his name again. As he can still see you.
Perfect.
Valgraf, the forgotten, not so forgotten maw.
Okay. The shepherd is going to run over to Tempest, touch them on their shoulder, and he's going to use Healing Touch. And you will regain 9 is 13 is 17 is 22 HP. And then he is... Does he have enough movement? No, he's an old sod. So he's going to go... Oh, he can actually manage that. You are still all in... Here. You are still all in range. He returns to the middle, sort of. Then we go over to the first Echo in the shape of Tempest. They are both surrounding Cyril. That is going to be a little bit bad news. They're going to be using, well, Shock and Grasp first of them. And that will be a dirty 20 to hit.
Yeesh.
And that is going to be 10 lightning damage to Cyril. And then the next one, is he going to do anything else? He's going to cast lightning bolt at 3rd level. And that is a dex saving throw. Yeah, give me a dex saving throw.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my inspiration because that's only a 12.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that 11's not gonna do it.
Oh no.
So 12.
I'm sure, Tempest, you know what happens when I cast a 3rd level lightning bolt.
8d6.
8d6 of lightning damage.
And it is a line.
Yes. Let's see. 2, 2, 2, 2. I didn't roll particularly high, but it's still 8d6. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 8 plus 9, 13, 18, 24 lightning damage.
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay. Down. There's really no other way I can show that currently, but okay, you are down. That means we do not go over to Cyril. Well, we do actually. Even in the afterlife, I would like to ask you, do you want to roll your death saving throws, or shall I?
Why don't you go ahead and add a little bit of spice to my being down?
I will. Okay.
I do still have that reroll. I don't know if that is going to come into play.
I'm going to re-roll for no reason in particular. Okay.
Yeah. Even if it was me, I would have re-rolled it for the chance of a nat 20.
Yeah. Well, you may or may or may not have rolled a 2 on your death save the first time. I won't say what I rolled now, but yeah, that was a re-roll worthy. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We go over to Felgrath. Felgrath is going to... No, that doesn't matter. He can't really do anything in range. He is going to use his lair action to cast Dark Inversion again. That means that the battlefield becomes shadow-drenched for 1 round. The echoes have advantage on all attacks, and Velgrath is untargetable. And he's going to use his legendary action to, once again, for the 3rd time, try Grasp of Forgetting. And that is his final try, and he succeeds. You watch in horror as the room fills with darkness. You see only outlines of your allies. You see outlines of the shepherd and of the echoes. You see Cyril down on the ground, and you hear a ringing sound. You see the shepherd clutches his head and he screams, and you see a madness in his eyes. You think this is salvation. I remember what was lost. For 1 round, the shepherd is hostile.
No.
No.
Can I feel my candy? No.
And the bad thing is he re-rolled something already after his use of... so yeah. He is now fucked. Top of the round. Sunny, what would you like to do?
Let's see, how far am I from them? I want to go up to the right of the top echo.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to try to hit it with a green flame blade.
Okay. As you run up to it, you see it shift again, and it turns into Cyril.
Yep, I have to hit 14.
That hits.
Wait, how do I do this? Just spell damage, or do I include my weapon damage too?
You cut out for me. Could you repeat that?
Green flame blade, I roll like the weapon damage top of the fire damage.
It's both weapon damage and fire damage, I think the question was.
I'm in
that's
the
from-
wrong character sheet. Let me see.
Oh, D8. I don't have that. I think it is.
Yes.
That's not a D8.
Suffers the weapon's attack normal's effects, and you can cause green fire to leap. So yes, both.
Okay. I have a D8. There it is. Okay. D4. T8. Okay. That is 12 damage.
Okay.
And then the fire will leap towards the other echo.
Mm-hmm.
That echo takes 8 damage.
Okay. You see that as soon as the green fire leaps to the second echo, you see them both scream in Cyril's form. They share a health pool, and you have depleted it. But
Oh.
you've gone over it. And that means that the downed Lord Cyril will receive
Oh no.
damage. Is that your turn? Oh, you're so unlucky, Cyril. Twice you get hit by killing the echoes.
Not that it matters, but I am also down a mirror image. Oh, and Sunny no longer can fly because I can't concentrate on that.
Oh,
yeah.
right. Yeah, if that makes sense, actually.
I can't do anything else. Where am I in the... I'll move one space up to be in melee of Velgrath.
Okay. Right. Tempest. Just for reference, I'm keeping them on the battle map because you never know if they might return, but they are currently down, the echoes.
Since
what do you want to do?
I can't cover the distance, I will misty step to the left of Cyril
Mm-hmm.
and give him a greater healing potion.
Okay, beautiful. Tell me how much he gets.
Yeah, I will. 44. With my dice from Mystery Goblin.
If you want to purchase dice for Mystery Goblin, you can get a 10%, what's that called in English? Discount.
Discount.
Thank you. By using code WYRD, W-Y-R-D.
Cyril gets 13 hit points.
Beautiful.
I'm assuming I have to roll if he's down, or I'm giving it to someone else.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, 13 then. And then I will run for the cover on the left.
Okay.
Try to get away from Mr. Shepherd.
Yeah. Oh. What an odd choice. Okay. Okay. Amazingly, he will not drop his divine insight, but he will use guiding flames, and he will use it on Sunny in this case. It is a ranged attack. Wow, 120 feet. That's a good spell. And that is an 18 to hit.
Silvery barbs.
Okay, we re-roll. And that is a mere 14 to hit. Does that hit?
That hits. Oh, yeah, I can't parry a range attack. Yeah, that hits.
Okay. 3d8 radiant damage.
I'm uncanny dodging that.
So it is 10 radiant damage, and you are uncanny dodging, so that will be 4 in this case. That is his turn. The echoes are not in play. Cyril, it is your turn.
Okay. Advantage is going to Sunny for his next roll.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to once again Thunder Wave
Okay.
at Big Ugly.
Right.
I might have
grab
to
the
move
ugly.
a little bit to get out of range so I don't hit Sunny with it.
Currently, you wouldn't hit him with it if you were to stay in this spot.
Cool.
Because it's a
In that
15 feet
case,
cube, right?
Yep.
Yeah, no, you wouldn't hit him.
Okay. Well, I need a con save from
Oh, he's been rolling so well.
Velgrath.
A natural 1 doesn't save, I think.
You would be right.
Okay.
Oh, fucking bullshit. That's 6 thump damage.
Well, damage is damage.
Does this big honking chonking get pushed or not?
He does not. He is immovable.
And then bonus action, I am going to drink a greater healing potion.
Okay. Beautiful. We move over to Velgrath. Velgrath is...
I will also move into melee distance to give Sunny sneak attack
Okay.
more often.
Beautiful. Then we move on to Velgrath, who can really do nothing but lick. No. He is going to... Shit. No. That darkness was still
that
active,
would be
wasn't
rude.
it? I wouldn't even begin to describe how he shits, honestly. That is not possible this round, so he's going to lick again. I fucked myself with my lair actions. But that's fine. We have a nat 20 on Sunny. And you've already...
One more silvery barbs.
Okay. Silvery barbs. I was waiting for it. The reroll is only a 4 plus 7, so that doesn't hit. That's an 11. The second one is a 16 plus 7, so that will definitely hit.
Yep.
He is going to do the Forbidden Lick and do... I keep losing this thing. 2d10, sorry. That is 3 plus 8 is 11 plus 4, 15 psychic damage.
I'm
with
down.
his tongue lashes. Okay. I need to change this, 'cause Cyril's no longer down, but Sunny is, and he's also no longer flying. Okay.
I will, from silvery barbs, give myself advantage on the next roll.
Okay. Perfect. Sunny, would you like to roll your own death saves, or would you like me to roll your death saves?
You can roll them.
Okay.
And Sunny does have advantage from the silvery barbs from one of the other times we got hit.
Okay.
Yeah, the most recent one I have not used.
Perfect. I have rolled your saves. Tempest, it is your turn. Your turn.
It is my turn. I will attempt to witch bolt him again.
Okay. Beautiful.
$17.
Now hits.
Nice, finally.
He has high AC, but 17 does it.
Damn, I've been trying to get that on him like 3 times now. Well, that's 13 lightning damage.
Beautiful.
And every turn as a bonus action, I can reactivate it for another d12 lightning damage.
Beautiful. Anything else?
Well... Oh, sorry, Sunny. I will stay here for the moment.
Okay. We go over to the shepherd and you see him, after his madness, snap out of it and rush over to Sunny. He is going to cast his healing hands. Oh, did not mean to scroll here. That's a wrong... I think this is where I put it. Let me see. That was, I think, 3d... 4d8. 2, 3, 4. Oh. But 15, 19, 27 plus 5 is 32 HP returned to you, Sunny.
Okay.
The echoes are not in play currently. We go over to Cyril.
Okay. I am going to protection from evil and good on Sunny.
Mm-hmm.
So this thing seems like either an aberration or along those lines, so
Yes.
Disadvantage on attack rolls against Sunny from aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiend, and dead.
Perfect. He is definitely an aberration, so he will have disadvantage on that.
And then that's all.
Okay. We go over to Velgrath, who is going to use the attack called Mnemonic Drain. I think I pronounced that correctly. All creatures who can see Velgrath, since the darkness is gone, everyone can, must make a DC 15 intelligence saving throw. I don't know why I said DC. Shouldn't have done that. But give me an intelligence saving throw.
Oh,
No cheating.
oh wait, I am smart. Oh, no, I'm not. I failed.
Okay.
16.
My nat 1 becomes a 0.
Wow. Yeah, that fails. But you have a 16. All right.
I'll use my inspiration.
Okay, you may roll again.
'Cause I'm scared. I rolled the same number.
No. You are right to be scared. You get 4d8 psychic damage if you failed.
Oh no.
Which is 11. I didn't roll terrible or really well, actually. 11. Plus 1 is 12. Plus 1 is 13. 13 psychic damage. Still hurts, but could have been worse. And as he does this mnemonic drain, you feel just knowledge and memory sucked out of you. It's as if knowledge leaves you. You have disadvantage on intelligence and wisdom saving throws for 1 minute, meaning 10 rounds.
Jeez.
We go over to Sunny, top of the round. What will you do?
On a save, nothing happens?
On a save, nothing happens.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna attack. I will get sneak attack because I have my ally there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but I don't have advantage.
You should just need one or the other for sneak attack.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I would like advantage. I reread Steady Aim, and now I know how it works, so I'm going to Steady Aim bonus action. 19 to hit.
That hits. Yes, definitely.
Seven, 10, 11, 14 damage.
Beautiful. Okay. You
And then
see, absolutely. It is not down yet, but it is so close. It is wounded. Every time you've been chanting its name, all of you, and been damaging it, it is reeled, and you see it almost falling apart. You are so close to killing this thing. Is that your turn?
I have my offhand, which misses.
Oh no. Okay.
And I can't move because of Steady Aim, so I am done.
Okay. Tempest, send it home.
Yeah. I will Ray of Frost it.
Mm-hmm.
I hope. With a 17, does that hit?
That hits.
Nice. Right.
Sorry?
That's 7 frost damage.
Okay.
And as that happens, I will reactivate my Witch Bolt as a bonus action
Mm-hmm.
to load it up with 8 lightning on top of that.
How do you want to do this?
Yes. Well, while wildly screaming his name, I think, like, Velgrove, just eat this, and then shoots the ray of frost, and you see the lightning kind of turning around the ray and hitting at the same time.
Beautiful.
That will, explode.
Okay. As the final blow is struck, you see it all soar through him, and he begins to fracture. Not in blood, not in bone, but in concept. It lets out a sound that isn't heard, but it's felt. A ripple of sorrow and starvation, like 1,000 names sobbing from a forgotten grave. Its form, fast and ever shifting, begins to fold inward on itself as though the realm itself is rejecting it. The air grows thin, then bloated, then empty, and then screaming. Tentacles of blackened memory writhe and twist in agony, all of his mouths open in impossible places, unhinged and devouring nothing. Echoes spill from them. Stolen prayers, half-remembered lullabies, the soft laughter of those long gone. Then all at once you hear a piercing, crystalline chime. A single note, pure and high. It resonates through Velvenmorn, throughout the keep and throughout the sky. Velgrath convulses and shatters. Its form dissolves into stardust and smoke and ripped from every name it ever consumed. The black glyphs written in the soul ledgers evaporate. Lanterns flicker back to light, and the air around you smells like wet stone and blooming petals. You have defeated Velgrath, the Forgotten Maw. Somewhere you hear a distant soul weeping until it is finally at peace. A shower of moonflower petals falls down from where Velgrath sat. We are out of initiative order. You see the shepherd, tired, sorrowful, but also glad that it is done. He walks over to you all, to Sunny, to Cyril, and he's almost crying that he attacked you, that he lost his mind, but thanking you at the same time for all you have done. You've truly saved Felvenmorn. I could not have wished for purer souls than you to do this. I dread to think what would have happened had he taken full control of me. I'm devastated that I even laid a finger on you, and I hope you will soon forgive me.
I mean, you were here with us. We were fighting together. It could have happened to any of us.
Of course. Well, there's only one thing left. The final ceremony. Please, come with me. We must guide our souls to the next life. He takes you all by the metaphorical hand, and if you so wish, by the literal hand. He is very willing to do that. And he guides you through the keep, back upstairs. You walk out of the keep, and you have a beautiful, beautiful view of the lavender-coloured sky falling into dusk. You see the glitters of Lake Serenthel, the lake on which you arrived, and on this high vantage point you see an overview of the city of Felvenmorn. You see lights everywhere, from windows, from street lamps, and a huge collection of lights at the plaza where the festival is held. You go down, you pass the river, and as you walk along the river you see people preparing little boats to set sail on the river. The festival plaza is quiet at first. The sky is still a bruised lilac, but a silver mist hangs over the cobblestones. Souls begin to emerge from their homes, faint, flickering, unsure. They gather, they murmur, and then they see him, the shepherd. He follows you through the old archway, his mutton chops fluttering gently in the night breeze. His shoulders are hunched not from age but from relief. His gaze lingers on the river, on the stars that are softly appearing in the dusk sky, and then on you. The current flows again. Balance has been restored, and you have given them peace, as well as me. The ceremony will begin. Dozens of boats, each carrying a lantern and a name, drift down the river toward Lake Serenthel, that wide, still mirror where souls cross into the unknown. Above, with every name whispered into the air, lanterns rise, not tethered to springs or magic, but carried by memory and release. They drift higher and higher, golden lights joining the stars. One by one, each soul finds its way. Some linger beside you, a nod, a tear, a silent thanks, and then they, too, float upward and away. And then, at last, you feel something lift, a burden, ancient and personal. A cycle ended. The shepherd smiles, the lanterns rise, the lake glimmers, and the stars pulse softly, and we fade to white. Thank you, everyone, so much for joining us for this special mini campaign of 3 sessions for the Festival of Eternal Light. Please thank my players for going on this amazing journey with me. If you want to be involved with this kind of thing, please join the Discord of the WyrdCast. We run all sorts of games every now and again. For now, this has been the WyrdCast. Thank you so much for joining, and please say goodbye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.